Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, tonight is the 25th night of Ramadan. So InshaAllah, we'll be looking into a couple of ayat from Surah Al-Jathiyah, which is in the 25th juz' of the Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, Ba'd a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. أفرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه وأضله الله على علم وختم على سمعه وقلبه وجعل على بصره غشاوة فمن يهديه من بعد الله أفلا تذكرون وقالوا ما هي إلا حياتنا الدنيا نموت ونحيا وما يهلكنا إلا الدهر وما لهم بذلك من علم إنهم إلا يظنون. The translation of the meaning of these ayat is as follows. Have you seen he who has taken as his God his own desire, and Allah has sent him astray due to knowledge, and has set a seal upon his hearing and his heart, and put over his vision a veil? So who will guide him after Allah? Then will you not be reminded? And they say, there is not but our worldly life. We die and live, and nothing destroys us except time, and they have of that no knowledge. They are only assuming. As Muslims, a phrase we commonly use is La ilaha illallah, or in English, there is no ilah, or there is none worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, in these ayat of Surah Al-Jathiyah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about a type of people who don't take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as their ilah, as the one they worship. Instead, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about people who take their desires as their ilah. These people actually worship their own desires. And about these people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that He has placed a seal over their hearts, which means that they have become heedless to the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So instead of spending their lives attaining the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they speak as if this life and this dunya is the only one we will ever live. And often when we hear this kind of speech, it is done in an attempt to give themselves an excuse to engage in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden. If we look around us in our world today, we can see it all around us, that this mindset has unfortunately been ingrained and widespread in the societies across the world. We live in societies today where the rules made by men are taken above the rules made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We live in a world where breaking rules is glorified. And to support all of this, we hear phrases like YOLO, you only live once, which on the surface may feel like an innocent thing to say, but when we think about it deeply, we can come to a realization that it only reflects the lack of Islam in today's societies. It reflects the fact that we live in a world where people's desires have become their moral compasses. But the reality is, justice is only defined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right and wrong are only defined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the reality is, we do live more than once. Because the reality is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will resurrect us on Yawm al-Qiyamah, the Day of Judgment. So we must remain in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from being among those who have seals placed upon their hearts. وآخر دعوانا عن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.